The process in move I think was quite more difficult than in chains because it was for more long time and I started very motivated because I was sharing tries with chains and this was really motivated because when one day I was not so good in move, maybe it was good in chains and when other day was not good in chains, I was a bit better in move. So Move had the first ascension by Adam Ondra in 2013. Start on the right of the cave and then continue for the wall roof. The first pitch is like 9A and you do the wall hard part of Little Ladder and then you have a good rest. And yeah, the second part is like 9A very bouldery and yeah, it's like two parts. No! So other thing that helped me in this project I think was to share tries also with other climbers because usually in Spain with other projects I am trying alone and I think this is a plus of motivation to try harder and push yourself. And first of the trip I was sharing tries with Seb because he's trying move integral and then was Alex Megos and I was trying with him. And then final of the trip and before send the route I was trying with Stefano and with Domen and yeah, it's really nice shirt, right? And it's so motivating for me.
Looks brutal route. It has like after 40 or like 45 meters you have this brutal end. Like it's basically no tricks but just like pure hanging on small holes in the roof.
I can imagine arriving at move a bit fresher, but still being able to do these moves from the ground is incredible.
No me he notado tan lejos, pero si la cojo no me muevo.
El otro ya
me quedo así, no me muevo.
El otro es peor casi, ¿no? De paso.
Puedo ganarle mucho, en plan, estoy tenso. En la parte de abajo no, me noto relajado. Pero de mitad para arriba...
Porque ya sabes que a rodillas cuando hay buena condición se cambia.
I think was determined the help of my friends here because yeah, I was giving up for some days and they actually tried to help me like, venga Jorge, continue, you can do it, doesn't matter, it's a couple of days that you are not good but will come with condition, you can do it, and this help from them I think was really good.
¿Qué pasa chicos? ¿Qué tal? Que nada, que me ha ido muy bien el planning que me habéis dicho de estos días.
From far, from my coach from Sputnik, Eki and Pedro, they were helping a lot. Always from far calling me and saying to me like, venga, you can do it, like analyze the videos and yeah, I think I have a lot of help also from my family. Yeah, it's really cool to have this help. I think without this help I will not send the route. Was determined for send this project, I think, was to find a balance, mentally balance. When you are really close, it's one point that you start to don't enjoy, and I think to actually sit down and try to calm and think about that this is what you want being here, try the project, and doesn't matter the result, you want to try the route and you enjoy the progress. And yeah, I think understand this was the key and always is the key for send the project because I think you don't need to forget that this is enjoyment. Being here in Flatanger, trying hard route is a good opportunity. So.
And the progress was continued progress more or less, because I was like with the high point every try a bit better and arrived to the hardest boulder a bit better every try. But then to finish the route, the last days I feel was the most difficult, because after 2 months here I was start to feeling more tired and maybe with a bit less confident. Actually it's very hard when you are 2 months walking to the same place, coming to the cave, the same routine, the same warm-up, trying to feel the same feeling on the route, and it's very difficult mentally. And I think this part was a bit harder because for 2 months you struggle also sometimes with the condition. Every day is not good condition, every day you don't have the good skin, and every day you are not feeling your 100%. And also I think like put everything together in that boulder on the final is really hard, because you need to arrive perfect, not only about forearms. Put everything on the boulder about movements. It's more about also like have the mentally part of fights on that move, because it's the final moves. The cracks is on the last move, in the meter 50. And yeah, it was difficult put all together, and yeah, has the strategic and everything was hard after 2 months. I fell on the last move, and for me, in one point I was thinking it's the final of the day, because normally I do one try. In one project like this, I do just one try, and if I fell on the top part, you climb a lot, you climb like 50 meters. And was actually the first time that I say I will do 1 second try. I will just try for training, and I think this helped me to put out all my nerves and expectation on myself. But I was going to the moves like more fast, maybe more dynamic, without thinking the result, and I think I was saving energy, and somehow I found myself clipping the chain.
Come on, Jorge. Come on, Jorge. Dale todo.
Was really crazy, because I never thought that I could send one hard route on my second try, especially after fall on the last move. So yeah, it was crazy.
Venga! I can't believe! Yes! Yes! Yes!
I can't move it. Oh shit! I was super tired.